Alex Bones and INFO-WARZ.com. Wars with a Z.
All right, here we go.
Just another day on the front line, forced to apologize. Being who I am, but you better understand. Back all this wasted time, feeling like a landmine. You know where I can run, I'm feeling dangerous. I've been here with the switch.
We are back. Here we are. It's another day. It's a Tuesday.
Maybe I'm a misfit.
That feels like a Monday. It should feel like a Friday, but it's not because it's only Tuesday, and Tuesdays suck real bad. Not as bad as Monday, but they kind of still suck.
I like Tuesday. Tuesday's my favorite day of the week.
Why would Tuesday be your favorite day of the week?
I don't know. It just is. It's just in the middle of the week.
It's not in the middle of the week, Jimmy. That would be a Wednesday.
Well, it's kind of. I don't know. I just like it. It starts with a T.
Well, so does Thursday. So you should.
I like Thursday too.
I guess he likes things that start with T. All right, I like things that start with videos. So go ahead and give me a video to kick off this Tuesday, Jimmy.
I'll leave with this message. Southbound and down. Do it yourself. You can self-deport.
All right, this is the Florida authorities telling people that you don't have to be deported. You can self-deport now, so you can just leave. You know how you came in to the country in the Cadillac that floats on the water? Well, you can take that Cadillac, float back on the water, and go back to where you came from. Before we get you, it's easier if you self-deport.
And avoid a lot of prison sentence.
We shouldn't put them in jail. We should just put them on a bus and send them back to wherever they came from. We don't need to put them in jail. We got enough people in jail.
But it's time. Southbound and down. Thank you, Governor.
Self-deport. That's the new word of the day. You don't have to wait for us to deport you. You can deport yourself.
Yeah, he seems like he meant business.
Next.
This A-list NFL player gutted it out yesterday, but was medicated up to his eyeballs. He wouldn't have been able to drive in his condition, but...
Who could that be, Jimmy?
Who was medicated? Is it Patrick Mahomes?
No, it wasn't Patrick Mahomes.
Was it the Travis Kelce?
No, it wasn't the Travis Kelce.
Well, that's the only people I really know their names.
Allegedly Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so allegedly... he was medicated up to his eyeballs that he wouldn't have been able to drive. He was so medicated.
And the related headline reads, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts on injured knee after playoff win versus Rams. We'll see how the week goes.
See, I do believe that. I believe that the NFL, the coaches and the people that work on you, what are they called?
Yeah, the I don't know.
Yeah, the coaches, they have these shots. So when you get hurt, you go into the blue tent, and then if you're really hurt bad, then you go to the dressing room, and then they give you this magic shot, and then the magic shot makes you, oh, I feel really good, and then you can come back out and play. I think that's what happened to Jalen Hurts.
Amid heavy snowfall, the Philadelphia Eagles earned the right to host the NFC Championship game by defeating the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday. It didn't come without a cost. Quarterback Jalen Hurts appeared to injure his knee while being taken down during the second half, and although he finished the game, he was clearly limited.
But he did get the magic shot, which made him magically come back and win the game.
Tough game, a challenging game, Hurts said when asked about his health after the 28-22 victory. I was able to finish the game.
Yeah, because I had magic stuff.
We'll see how the week goes. When pressed, the Eagles quarterback added that he was confident he'd be able to play next Sunday against the Washington Commanders.
Of course he is. He's not going to not play. So everything in that was alleged. Now we don't know if it's true or not. Alleged, do not sue us. Thank you very much.
This video is alleged, not confirmation of validity of allegations.
Okay, let's get some more blind items. I like these.
This first one reads, this A-minus list actor has no reason to not come out. His poster on the wall days are over. Instead, he goes from yachter to yachter and he just looks ridiculous. He is not the highest on the list in his family. He has not, quote unquote, dated Taylor Swift.
Who could that be? I think that, I don't know.
There is no way Leonardo DiCaprio is in the closet.
Yeah, I don't. He's with hot chicks all the time. There's no way. I think they're talking about. I'm not even going to say his name. I don't even want to get sued for saying his name. So
Speaking of stage, this barely
John Stamos,
their celebrity and the A-list actor
that's
made
all
sure
I'm
to be
saying.
photographed.
Hey, who said that?
I think you said that, sir.
I didn't say that.
The A-list actress starred in an iconic role. She has been working on a reboot of a work movie for years. No, not one of the many work movies in which she has already starred, but another. It isn't going to happen, at least with her Dreamcast list. 2 of them hate each other, and all 3 of them have work commitments for the next 2 years.
See, this one I could give to. I don't know. Who knows?
Number 4, the A-list singer didn't care about the technical glitch, but did care she wasn't allowed to ask for anything or have any kind of rider.
That's the girl that sang America the Beautiful at the President Trump thing.
Yeah, that would be Carrie Underwood. She didn't have a rider, so you're only there for like 4 minutes. Why do you need a rider?
What is a rider, sir?
That's what singers and performers ask in their dressing room before they get there. Like, I want, 12 cases of Red Bull in my dressing room.
So why would she need a rider if she wasn't only there for a few minutes?
That's what I said. I said, why would she need a rider?
Number 5, the A-list singer making sure to post himself on social media singing to firefighters instead of writing a check or helping out is going right up there with the do-nothing alliterative one. Don't ever forget the singer did nothing while his wife relentlessly online bullied a 10-year-old actress.
Was that CeeLo or Neil Diamond? Here's Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba.
Good times never feel so good.
So good, so good.
I've been inclined
I want wine.
to believe it. No, we don't know the words.
Touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba.
The times never seem so good.
So good, so good, so good.
Number 6, this A- list actress and her husband promised the A-list author everything would be great. Instead, things have got so bad, the author had to deactivate all of her social media.
Yeah, I don't care.
Number 7, a former hookup of this A-list athlete is set to tell all kinds of stories about her. She wants a check.
Nah, I have no idea.
Number 8, the A-list social media star who is married to a guy who was groomed and does groom should really make sure the husband is not trying to get rid of her permanently.
John Stamos.
Number 11, this former manufactured group
You can't say John Stamos for everything. I don't think he does anything bad.
He could, you don't know.
singer was asked to perform at one of the balls last night,
Balls.
but declined. She thinks she is back in the running for an award.
I don't know.
Number 12, this superhero actor was wasted last night at an event to the point that people had to carry him out to his Uber.
Yeah, please let that be Superman.
Number 13, this Svengali has been recruiting some young men this week who are in the shows and those who didn't quite make it and need some extra income and don't care what they have to do to earn it.
I don't know any of these. I get to the point now in my life, I don't know any of these people. I really don't. And I really don't care to know them.
Yeah, you don't know anybody in entertainment anymore. You're just old.
Yeah, I'm not even going to fight with you about that. I think I am too, because I really don't care about any of these people. Hello, next.
When Trump begins his presidency, there will be four groups most at risk for deportation.
All right, and what makes you so special that you know all these answers?
I'm Marina Shapelsky, U.S. immigration lawyer for over 20 years.
I think she's qualified, sir.
All right, she's qualified.
And today I want to discuss who is most at danger for immigration once Trump ends his presidency.
Jimmy. They're going after Jimmy. They're going to take Jimmy away.
They can't take me away. I was born here.
I know, but they still could take you away because I don't believe you were born here. Trump, come and get Jimmy.
Shut up. I'm
So
not
those
going nowhere.
four groups are, number 1, anyone convicted of criminal offenses,
I've never been convicted.
especially if it's not your first strike. If you've had multiple convictions, you are number 1 on the list for deportation.
Okay,
2 is
good.
anyone with a pre-existing deportation order. If a judge in immigration court signed your order of removal and you never left since then, and you also never started a new case, tried to reopen, you're not in appeal right now, you don't have a VAWA pending or anything like that, you are in danger when Trump begins. You better move.
Self-deport.
3 is anyone who was only allowed to enter at the border in the last 2 years under Biden to start their removal case. You didn't get humanitarian parole status. You were just allowed to enter, and the court case began against you. You're in danger. And who do you think is the last 4th group?
I think it's the Jimmies of the world.
Who you
Shut up,
think
I'm not going
is
nowhere.
another group in danger?
Women over the age of 50.
Finally, the 4th last group is people who entered unlawfully and never filed anything.
Can you disagree with any of those? You entered illegally. You should be taken out
You'd be
legally.
surprised how many people like that live in the U.S.
How many?
To legalize in the United States and figure out your personal strategy.
Women over the age of 50. They should be taken out. Next.
We have some major breaking news right now. We're now learning additional cities where Donald Trump intends on conducting mass deportations. It's not just Chicago. According to the Wall Street Journal, Trump's team is preparing plans.
They want to leave Chicago because right now it's -1. So they're like, yeah, take me back to, oh, you're going to take me back to Mexico? Please do it now.
For mass
Do it before March.
deportations in Boston, Washington, D.C.,
All these are fine. You can take me back to Mexico.
Miami, New York City, Denver,
If you deport Miami, there's going to be no Miami left.
and San Antonio. These raids are scheduled to begin as soon as
San Antonio, nobody left.
today. Now, the scale of the raids and the influx of ICE and CBP agents, however, is still in flux right now. Right now, the federal government simply does not have enough manpower to do what Donald Trump is trying to do. And the Pope has actually called out Donald Trump, saying that his mass deportation plan would be, quote, a calamity.
Okay, this is what happens when the Pope called Donald Trump. I don't understand a word you're saying. I think you have the wrong number. If you live in the United States, we are going to deport you.
The Pope.
Yeah, I think he says he's the Pope, but I can't speak whatever language he's speaking. So I deport him too. I don't think Trump speaks Italian.
I don't think that was Italian.
It was close. It was almost Italian. That's what it was.
But it's not going to stop him. It's going to start this week, and people in these metropolitan cities need to be aware that the raids are going to begin on businesses,
Traffic's going to be so good.
public areas, and more.
The line for McDonald's won't be that long. Oh my God, the traffic, I'll be able to get to work like that. There'll be no accident. Oh, it's going to be great.
And a national emergency will be declared shortly.
Awesome, because I'll be able to get gas without having to wait in line. I'll just be able to go. There'll be no accidents, traffic. It will be great. Next.
Okay, so I went to the store today. So proud of myself. But there's this girl who told me that she liked my makeup, right?
Jimmy, is that a girl?
I don't think so.
Jimmy, you know now there's only 2 genders. There's men and there's women. That's all we can talk about. That's all we can play. We can't play these videos anymore.
I did not hear her say, I like your makeup. What I heard her say was, I like your B cup.
But you're a boy.
So I literally just was like,
Well, you're a boy and you have a B cup.
I hate both
standing
of
there
you.
and I smiled. I was like, oh yeah.
I have to kill you now, Jimmy. I'm sorry, but I have to kill
Like,
you.
I totally thought that she said B cup. I was like, what? I was like, how did she tell? Like, how could she
Boss has a C cup.
Shut up, Jimmy.
tell that I had a B cup? Girl, she said makeup. Don't laugh.
Oh, why do you have a B cup?
Why do you have a B cup?
I have a B cup because of cheeseburgers. Next.
Never fight a kangaroo. because you got to watch out for how big your feet are.
Oh, look, it's Gary Busey. Gary Busey, you look great.
And how strong your tail is. And they're marsupials, so they might get you and stuff you in the bag that they wear on their tummy.
Gary Busey, stop it. Just stop.
I have 2 birds with me today. They're family members. One is Pee-wee.
All right, he's got a bird on his head and a bird on his shoulder, and he looks really crazy.
This one here, and this one here, my name for it is Little Hawk, but they're calling him Shaco. The thing about Pee-wee is, Pee-wee's all over me and scares me, and I don't know what.
Oh, I can watch Gary Busey all day.
Hey there.
Hi.
All you.
I'm great. I'm freaking awesome. How are you? You look great.
People out there, you fans, brothers and sisters, family, we're all a family.
We're all a what? What'd he say?
He said we're all a family.
That's what I thought he said.
Mankind is a family.
Family.
And I'd like to give you permission to give yourself to get hold of me. Ask me questions.
Hey, well, how are you still alive?
And that way we're all smiling, laughing, and having fun.
Do you scare little kids when you walk down the street?
Viva TikTok, Viva Talk Dick.
That's a yes. You scare little kids when you walk down the street. Next.
One of the first things that Trump did when he took office yesterday that
was make a pee-pee.
Was not noticed as he was signing all these executive orders and
then he made a pee-pee, and then he got a Big Mac, and then he got a Diet Coke.
Public was in private. He terminated the Secret Service protection that was assigned to his former national security advisor, John Bolton.
Good.
Now, John Bolton left the West Wing in 2019.
You don't get Secret Service forever if you're a national security advisor. He's had it since 2019. That costs money. That's not cheap. You don't give it just to anybody. He looks like a walrus. Just take it away. He doesn't need Secret Service. If he can hire a personal security guard or a bodyguard or something, he doesn't need us, me, Jimmy, all of us paying for him to have Secret Service. He hadn't been in the White House since before COVID.
As Trump's national security advisor, Trump stripped him of his Secret Service protection then.
Good.
And President Biden actually restored it in 2021 after he took office.
Sleepy Joe.
Because there were so many ongoing threats against John Bolton and his life by Iran. Now, to prove that, the Justice Department, a year later in 2022, actually charged an Iranian official with plotting to assassinate John Bolton. He travels with this heavy presence around him, not just 1 or 2 security guards. There are multiple agents who travel with him. But he has said that within...
Why does he need to travel? Where's he going? He's not working. He hasn't worked since 2019. Where's he go? When he goes to the grocery store, does he have to have Secret Service? Well, I don't understand this.
Hours.
Could he just not put on a hat and shave his mustache and nobody would know who he is? You wouldn't know him. He walked right next to you and bumped into you. You'd be like, oh, look, a walrus bumped into me with a hat on. You wouldn't know who he is. Why does he have Secret Service?
Of Trump taking office, Trump terminated that Secret Service protection, which he said he was disappointed by, but not surprised by.
Even when you feel
I mean, everybody doesn't need Secret Service unless you're a president. And he's not a president, so he doesn't need Secret Service when he's not in the White House no more. I'd fight that he didn't need it when he was in the White House. So yeah, take it away, save $1. There you go. Good job, Trump.
hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.